Hello and welcome to Future Minds on S24 TV, where we explore how technology is shaping the future of healthcare, technology, infrastructure, governance around the world and Africa at large. Today we are looking at people building the digital system powering businesses, financial services, and everyday life, and how African developers are driving innovation from the ground. Joining me today is Garzali Ahmad, a software engineer, a full-stack developer based in Abuja, Nigeria. He specializes in building responsive, user-friendly web and mobile applications using modern technologies like React, Next.js, Node.js, and Flutter. Welcome to S24 Garzali.
Thank you very much.
I would love to know, how did you start? What inspired you to go into software development?
Okay, I started from ending of my secondary school. There was one of my computer teacher, Mr. Jamil. He was an embedded system engineer. And he teaches, during that period, he teaches in Mathematical Science College, Garo. So he was my computer science teacher, and then I saw him doing embedded system, and I fell in love with it.
That's really interests
yeah,
you. Sure.
I said, I need to go into tech. And that's where I was called a programmer from my secondary school days. So when I went to uni, I wanted to study computer engineering in ABU, but I did a green card to Federal University Duse, changed my course to computer science. So when I went there, I started looking for someone who is good in software development. I saw Usman Abubakar Kida from 400 level. I was in 100 level, he was in 400 level. So he was my first mentor, and he guided me through software engineering. Later back, I was talking to Mr. Jamil, and he said, since you have started software, focus on it. Don't deviate to embedded. Yeah. And alhamdulillah.
That's very good. You've worked across multiple industries,
That's
fintech, education, logistics. Which of these sectors do you think can be transformed most by technology right now?
Logistics.
Why?
I'm building a product right now, and it's logistics. There are a lot of opportunities in logistics, from delivery, interstate delivery, and others. So logistics right now, fintech is overcrowded, and there's a lot of that kind of failures, scams in fintech. So some of them shutting down. Logistics.
But logistics is also like crowded. It's also like saturated at this point.
Yeah, but there's a lot of opportunities in logistics.
So you feel logistics will do more better in terms of like impacting lives using technology in the future we are in?
Yeah.
Okay, I will not argue with you because I don't know anything about that. For someone who does not understand like what full stack developer means, how can you explain to them what you do?
Wow. Mostly in layman's English, I usually give them examples from the app they use daily. I told them that you use WhatsApp, you use Facebook, you use your bank's apps to make payment. So in short, I told them that we as a software developers of full stack, we develop those applications, website for you to use to manage your businesses or your daily life activities. So full stack is a developer that has experience and knowledge both from the front end. The front end is the person who designed the system, what we see. While there is a back end engineer who developed the functionality, the modules that connect to that front end. Like you don't see them. That the function when you type in your PIN, they tell you it's incorrect, or when you type in your PIN and it's successful, your transfer, it's successful. So the back end engineers work towards that. So being a full stack developer is having the knowledge and experience of a front end developer, a back end developer. And in this modern technology, you need more knowledge of system architecture, DevOps, and others. Becoming full stack.
I see DevOps. What does it mean? Let me ask today because I can't be the only one that does not know what DevOps means.
Okay, a DevOps usually is a DevOps engineer is a person who takes care of the server, mostly from staging to production. Like when a software engineer, software developers have finished their working development. So a DevOps engineer is a person who migrates their work from their local computers to staging where they, like we have the testing where people test and developers test, and there's the production where the outward users uses. So DevOps engineer is someone who stays there to make sure that everything is right to production.
Wow. You've come up with ideas. I don't know if they are already implemented or is still at ideation phase. So like I would love you to share with us, what does this tool, there are two, my meter NG and is it Tommy?
Okay, my meter NG is for a company I worked with here in Abuja, 5 Year Solutions, you know, and Tommy is with a company I worked with in Lagos.
Okay, how did you come up with the idea, or was it their idea you helped them in coming up with the app? I just want you to walk us through the process where people will understand how does this work.
Okay, it was their idea because I work with them. Okay, my meter NG is a platform where a user can buy meter token for their meter, mostly electric meter. That's my meter. Why Tommy is into logistics, you know. It's a problem of looking, your car broke down, looking for a towing vehicle, or like looking for a vehicle haulage to take your car from one state to another. That's where the idea of Tommy comes in.
Okay. What's the biggest challenge you had developing these two applications?
One of the biggest challenge I have developing these two applications, I don't think they were most challenges developing this application, you know. But the most challenge I have during my period is when I was working on my own product, trying to ship it, trying to market it to the users. That's a bit kind of challenging. Bit kind of challenging.
Many young people are learning coding today. What separates someone who knows how to code from someone who can build real solutions?
Someone who knows how to code, we can call them a programmer, you know, a software developer. But someone who knows how to build a solution should be an entrepreneur. Because someone who builds solutions look into the users. What the users want, what they need, how will I make this work for the users? So that's a kind of different. Like a programmer just take instructions, like build this, build this. Why an entrepreneur think outside the box, work with teams, marketers. How do we market this product if it's out, and others?
In Nigeria, like digital, we are going digital very quickly. But definitely there are challenges here and there. What do you think is one thing that is holding us back?
In Nigeria, one of the things is support. I can relate to this because I served in Katsina, 2024 to 2025. You know, there is Naufal Ahmad. He was the DG of Katsina Directorate of Information and Technology. He supported young people there, and they have built solutions. There is Flexify. I can say Flexify. Flexify pitched his solution in London through Naufal. Naufal supported them. They built solutions that are working right now, and they're helping businesses and organizations. You know, so one of the things is support. There are young people there who have critical thinking, who can build solutions, come up with them. So they just need support.
If you don't show what you do, how do these people support you?
Yeah, you need to show what you do. But in Katsina, what they did was they organized Hack Katsina 1.0, and that's where young-minded people applied. Yeah, I applied. I was doing my service there and applied, and we learned, we experienced, and we achieved from there.
You've worked with payment system and APIs. Like, how important is trust when it comes to security? How important is trust and security when it comes to digital platforms today?
The security is one of the most important stuff. You know, what usually company does is there's this non-disclosure agreement that you need to sign when working on confidential stuff. And when it comes to security, there are security architects, like security engineers, who we work together with to secure what we build. You know?
If I may ask, with the rate of inefficiency and corruption in Nigerian governance, how can technology be something we can use to curb that issue?
Yeah, we can cut out corruptions, you know, when we go to digital. Like if I say fully digital, let me give an example. If you are bringing a solutions to e-governance that will help e-governance, you know, cut out corruptions and others. If the people there don't like the changes because of 1 to 2 things they are getting from there, they won't allow it. Last month there was a time I went to airport and I saw a lot of like queue there, and I was asking what's happening today in the airport, and they were saying that the gate fee to 200 naira that people usually used to pay with cash, now they made it e-system.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you can relate to that, maybe that money part there is not reaching where it's supposed to. That's why they try to bring technology inside. It will be e-system. Somebody, an administrator up there can be monitoring the system.
Yeah.
So that's, you just need to bring technology into the system.
But you just mentioned a point that if the people in the system does not align or does not like the solution you're providing, how do we convince them to like buy into it?
It's people. Yeah, it's people. Even in businesses, if you can look into supermarkets, you know, and businesses that are bringing into technology, mostly they bring it from the start.
Okay.
Like you have been doing a business with people, with your staff for like over a decade or some years, and just trying to bring digital solutions that they'll start to use, so that the inefficiency will reduce, you know, and those kind of corruptions, 1 to 2 problems there will reduce. So like starting your business afresh with the solutions will be more better than bringing the solution and telling them to adopt. I was discussing with my cousin, I think around last month, about this supermarket software. I developed it and I'm trying to market it. He was giving me a story of a supermarket that whenever the owner bring a system for them to work with, they spoiled it. Because they don't want the system.
Accountability.
Yeah, they don't want the system. Like they spoil the system. So me, what I did when I was developing my own, I made it mobile friendly. You know, if you can bring a system to them like a laptop or a desktop and they spoil it, then they can use their mobile phone to do. If I put you in there, will you spoil your mobile phone just not to work with the system? You won't. You know?
But like there are people that will go extra miles just so they will not use whatever it is you're bringing.
Yeah, there is that. So if I'm the business owner, you can go. I'll get someone.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Let's talk about education. Okay. There are so many platforms that are emerging that are supporting seamless education. Maybe let's say from paper to paperless, from being in class every day to studying virtually. Here, do you think digital education can truly replace the traditional systems we've grown in, or just support them?
It will support them, and in the long time it will change it. But it's something very hard because I tried.
It seems like you just don't come up with idea. You must test it and see if it's something scalable or not.
Yeah, I did. I built Extreme from 2024 November. I built Extreme. I launched it in January. I launched it in April 2025. You know, I tried marketing it in various places. I just don't know what's wrong with our people that they don't like taking technology.
It's not the issue of not taking technology seriously. Maybe you were not able to convince them enough. Don't you think that's another point you should look at?
Yeah.
Because, you know, like convincing people is something very difficult. People see it as something easy. But like, I cannot convince you to come and host a show that you don't know anything about. And like maybe discussing it with you just once, you will just say yes. I will have to know. Is this person serious?
Yeah. Like convincing people is very hard.
It's very difficult to convince
people.
Very
hard because I tried.
Okay.
I market my product myself. I hired marketers, but still, I just kept it aside and come up with another time.
Okay, like maybe rest. We'll come back to you next time.
I just kept it because I know surely one day they will come looking for it.
Like you've done all you can, you've worked in teams, you've led projects. What is one thing that you can advise people about collaboration?
Collaboration is very important, you know. There's a show I watched recently. The host was saying that you just need to be like, you don't need to build something alone, you know. You cannot do everything yourself, but you just need to be part of something that you can trust and something that will be great, like not from the start but toward the future. So collaborating is very important, and it's help you grow, it helps you gain experience.
Okay, don't forget you're watching Feature Mind on S24. I am Samira Osman Adam. We do something in-house called rapid fire.
Okay.
I will ask you a question. It's just yes or no, or you pick an option.
Okay.
No in between, no maybe. You just have to answer.
Okay.
And you will not run away from any question. Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. JavaScript or TypeScript?
TypeScript.
But I hear people say JavaScript more than TypeScript. Which one is TypeScript again?
Yeah, but TypeScript helps you more than JavaScript.
Wow.
Like formatting your code, it's tell you exactly where your error is, and it helps you structure it and format it. You know, when you run your TypeScript code on production, it won't even run successfully. It has to tell
you are talking about it with joy.
It has to tell you where the bug is from. You know, not like JavaScript.
Okay. So React or Flutter?
React.
Why are you calling the ones I don't know? What is one tech trend you think is overrated?
One tech trend.
Yeah, one technology trend that you feel it's overrated.
There's one trend of founders, like talking about founders. You know, what I would just say is, if you are together with a founder or you are dating a founder, please just take it easy on them. And just trust them. Trust the process.
Okay, no. Don't trust the process, Ke. How are we going to trust the process when we don't even know where you're going to? What is one technology skill you feel everyone should learn today?
Use of AI.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah. If you don't know how to use AI, then AI will replace your job. That's it. Even if AI didn't replace your job, someone that knows how to use AI will replace your job. That's it. Okay. AI is just built for us to help us do our job.
So, like, whether we like it or not, we must work with it.
Yeah, just learn AI, because everyone wants fast, and AI will help you go fast.
Startup life or corporate structure?
This is a very difficult one for me to answer.
Yeah, startup or corporate?
Because I'm into the two.
You must choose one. Startup or corporate? Let's know.
Like for the startup.
Startup or corporate? That's why I said no in between, because if people like magu.
Okay, corporate.
9 to 5. Welcome. We are all in it together. Remote work or on-site?
Remote. I love remote.
You people love the what did they call it? How is this house of program? Gardi the Shambugu that's remote work people. What is one mistake you feel young developers can avoid or should avoid?
Learn it from the scratch. Don't just see Garzali at the top just saying, I want to be like him. What is he doing right now? What languages tag is he using? No, learn it from the scratch. I learned it from the scratch. And I never regret learning it from the scratch.
Okay. Looking at your journey so far, what is one advice you're going to give to the young people who are just entering tech?
Young people that are just entering
into tech.
Okay, entering into tech is select your career path. Like, technology is diversified. It has a lot of sectors, a lot of stacks, from software to, like, software too is divided into two. There's the one of web, there's the one of mobile. Just select your own career, what you love, what work for you. If you are good at design, you can be a product designer and you can make it through. So just select a career path.
To everyone watching us, you've just had our discussion with Garzali Ahmed, and you should know that technology is not in Silicon Valley alone. It's here in Nigeria. It's here in the heart of Nigeria. FCT, Kano, Kaduna, everywhere you go in Nigeria, there is one particular person doing something different when it comes to technology. Thank you, Garzali, for coming to S24. We hope to have you again next time.
You're welcome.
All right. And don't forget, this is S24 Television. You just watched Future Mind with Samira Usman Adam. Thank you for watching.